This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Reynolds versus Elmore. You two are engaged, but Miss Reynolds, you believe that Miss Elmore, your fiancée, is cheating on you with her husband. And if she is, you want your ring back. Tell me why you brought this case and why you want that ring back.
Me and Anthony was, like, I've known him for years, and he's like my best friend. Well, throughout the years, like...
Wait, hold up.
I was being...
Anthony is Miss Elmore's husband. And that's your best friend?
Yes, ma'am.
And you fell in love with his wife, Miss Elmore?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make sure we got all the people straight. So I see how you got together, but why you want that ring back now?
Because I think she cheated. Like, I think she been stepping out on me with her husband. Because there's too many signs, and she tried to make me say I'm crazy and this, that, and other, but no, it's just some thought stuff. And I don't want to marry no thought. Like.
Well, Miss Reynolds, what are you noticing? What are some of the warning signs?
She was a fan of, like, nothing but pictures. Like, her and Anthony, like, for the past 7 years, like, even doing dumb mess, like, walking the dog or anything, it was picture, selfie. But all that on social media come to a stop, like, when she got with me. So I'm like, well, you ashamed of me or something? Or what, you ain't, I mean, what's the difference between me and him?
So whereas she appeared to be very proud of her relationship with Mr. Guerrero.
She throwing shade all my way.
When you all got together, no pictures, no selfie, no social media, just like, well, I just want to kind of keep it hidden.
Cause I've been out the closet all my life. I ain't trying to be in no closet.
This is your
my lifestyle.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And if this is just a phase for her, I need to know this because I'm for real about it.
Well, Miss Elmore, what are you here to prove? Because Miss Reynolds says she wants your ring back. What are you here to prove?
That I'm not cheating with my husband. If I was going to cheat with my husband, I wouldn't have left his cockeyed self.
I was trying to process if I heard that correctly.
Yeah, I was about to just say, check, please, and just go on out the door. So
you've left him and you were with Miss Reynolds.
I upgraded to her, not downgraded to east and west.
Well, you sure don't act like it.
You
do
be
too
cray
much
cray.
shady, miss.
She cray cray. I'm telling y'all, she is cray cray. I get woke up at 4:30 in the morning getting questions.
And I'm gonna be cray cray right by myself.
You're gonna be cray cray kissing my feet when you realize I haven't cheated with my husband.
All right, so here's the thing. What was the moment that you all moved from being good friends, your husband's best friend, to your status now?
It started off with me meeting her, and it went from me testing the boundaries to flirting to seeing how far I could push it if she would tell him about it. She never told him, so it went from texting to sending pictures, from sending pictures to...
So you're the one texting her.
I couldn't help it. Do you look how cute
your husband's
she is?
best friend.
I can't help it. She was sexy, though.
Okay. All right, so you made a turn, though. It went from pictures and
texting to him in the bedroom asleep and us in the bathroom, and she threw that on the counter and went to town with it.
You can't
While he was asleep in the room. So,
wow.
One thing led to another.
Okay.
It looks like it did.
All right, Mr. Cutler.
One thing led to another, and you all are together.
We're together for 7 months now, and she thinks I want my husband back, but I don't want him. I haven't wanted him. If I wanted him, I wouldn't have left him for her.
She makes it sound a lot worse than what it is.
No, it is.
Well,
we aren't passing judgment one way or the other. We're just trying to find out what happened.
Your grown folk business, as my mama would say. That's grown folk business.
Better, worse, good, bad. That's not our call to make. We just want to know what happened.
Maybe this is a game of like a loser high gotta kind of deal.
Oh.
We will find out today.
So you're afraid you're losing her the same way you got her?
Maybe.
But here's my thing. Did you ever tell your best friend, hey, I'm with your wife?
I wanted to, but when he started catching wind, he was like, Kelly, I know y'all together or whatever, but we can share her. You can have her on the weekends, and I can have her Monday through Friday. Do I look like a weekend person? No.
I'm not going to speak to that.
But
you said no. You declined that offer. Okay. All right.
They spend so much, like, between them, like, I don't know, double-sided.
Why do you believe she's now cheating with her husband?
She got mad at me. She left for like a week and a half, and we eventually made her like she come back home because I don't do the arguing. That's why she just left. Like she was mad. Well, when I got back, like that following weekend, we went to see the kids and at Anthony's house, and he came to me. He was like, "Man, I need to talk to you." Annie's been blowing up my phone, telling me she loves me. She want to fix our family. We can work things out. Well, when I brought it to her attention, she told me, they just lying because they mad because I don't want to be with their...
It was lies.
Whatever. And okay, so I said, well, without accusing her, I'm going to look through her phone. Well, everything's deleted, like from just in that frame, that time period. Everything before that and after that is there from everybody, but not them.
All right. Why was that week missing from your phone?
Y'all know I don't even have no excuse on that. I just deleted it.
Okay, but
But she
why?
shouldn't worry about
I didn't ask you
them.
for an excuse. I asked you why you did it.
Because I knew how she was going to think it was different than how it was.
That don't even make no sense.
Amen. See? And she told me I was crazy.
Hold on.
You are
That doesn't
crazy.
even make any sense because if you just texting him, how are the kids? That's okay. But if you texting him saying, I want to get back with you, where are you? Can we be a family again? That's a problem. Wouldn't you
ma'am.
agree?
Yes, ma'am, but I was not doing that. If I wouldn't have never left my husband if I wanted to still be with him. I wouldn't have never left him if I didn't want to be with her.
Well, you didn't want to be with her either because you left her for a week and a half.
That part.
I did want to be with her,
But
but the accusing and the constant knick-knacking, I put up with enough of that in my previous
If
with
you-
him. I'm
if
not
you
going to
don't-
put up
So,
with
Ms. Reynolds,
Yes, sir.
you said Mr. Guerrero told you that Miss Elmore was trying to get back with him?
And she begged him, like, let's fix our family, you know, let me come back home. I love you. I'm sorry. Yada, yada, yada.
and that was your proof that she's cheating
Yes, ma'am.
with
And
him.
I told her, I said, I didn't even entertain in that argument that night or didn't start nothing. I said, that's when I'm called couplers. And I emailed y'all. I say, let's go ahead, get to the bottom.
All right.
And
So,
she dropped it in our lap to get to the bottom of this.
yes. And that's why you got her side and the best friend / husband side. He is here. Would you please bring in Mr. Anthony Guerrero? Would you please state your name for the record?
Anthony Guerrero.
All right, Mr. Guerrero, what is your relationship to Miss Reynolds and to Miss Elmore?
She's my sister, and she was my wife.
All right, so Miss Reynolds is like your best friend,
Yes, ma'am.
and you see her as a sister.
Yes, ma'am.
This is crazy.
I know.
This is crazy. Are you currently having a sexual relationship with your wife, Miss Elmore?
No, I'm not, but she was at a family member's house, and a man did come pick her up and went to a city named Alma to get drunk.
Do you think Miss Elmore is cheating on Miss Reynolds?
I believe she is. I definitely believe she is. I wanted to tell her, but I thought that was her place to tell her that.
Is it just coincidental? You left your old lady the same day she had left me,
I see.
and y'all
Hold
got
on, Miss
back
Reynolds.
together the same day?
My old lady never left.
But you say it's not your place. How is it not your place when your wife, who's in a relationship with your best friend, gets picked up by another man? How is that not your place? You're all twisted up all in that.
It's like, I should have told her.
Your Honor.
I don't
You
have
don't
words.
have words for this?
Your Honor.
What? Yeah, Miss Elmore. What?
How's it?
What
He
is
says
it?
it's not none of his business, but he's always sticking his nose in everything else. Why would I want to go back to him?
Well, why'd you
when
go
I'm
to
the one
a
who did
family member
everything?
house and have some other dude come pick
He
you up?
lying. What'd he say? I want to share Annie. You think he ain't gonna say what he wants to come in between us?
You said something during Mr. Guerrero's testimony. You said, why did your Facebook status change when his girlfriend and Miss Elmore separated from you all?
Yes,
Tell me about that.
She had got mad, and I went fishing because I don't argue. I don't like to fuss. I really don't. And so I went to the pond. When I got back, she was gone.
Okay.
And I seen on Facebook where his relationship status changed to single, but then the same day she came back home is the same day his relationship status changed again, saying I'm back with Amy Ford.
You know what we're gonna do? You know, because, you know, sometimes there are 2 sides to a story, sometimes there are 3 sides, sometimes there are 4 sides to a story. And we want to hear Amy's side, and Amy is here. Ron, would you please escort Amy into the courtroom?
Would you please state your name for the court record?
Amy Danielle Ford.
You are the girlfriend of the man who's married to Miss Elmore, who's in a relationship with Miss Reynolds, who's the best friend of your boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yes,
Did
sir.
I get it right?
Yes, sir.
Give me some. I got it right.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So we've heard some testimony. Do you know whether Miss Elmore has a relationship with Mr. Guerrero?
No, we're together 24/7, but what is this when, Annie, was you begging Anthony to take you back?
Why do I want him? If I wanted him, I would have never left him. I wouldn't have went to Kelly. I wouldn't have cheated on him with Kelly if I wanted him.
Okay.
Why would I want him?
Do you think you're the first woman who's let somebody go, and then once they get with somebody else, you start having?
Baby, the grass
Wait a
was
minute.
dark
And
on
it
that
gets,
side.
and it gets amplified when somebody else gets what you left.
And now that your well is run dry, somebody else has got that. Now all of a sudden you
Your
want it
Honor,
back.
that's not the case. If I wanted him, I would have never left him and gave her an opportunity. But why do I want to be with a dog when I can be with someone who gives me the world?
All right, so, Cutler?
To figure all this out, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please report with the Wolf family.
Hey, and you better hope it ain't with him. 'Cause I'm done. I'm done. If it's with you, I'm done.
For the benefit of our litigants, would you explain what forensic voice analysis is?
Yes, Your Honor. Forensic voice analysis works by analyzing the spoken word. When you speak, you have AM and FM frequencies in your voice, like on a radio. I can then look at the vocal patterns and I can determine where somebody's being deceptive.
All right, you know what, love? I don't know if you heard this or are seeing it, but I'm looking at Miss Ford. She looks nervous, and she's got the classic
I just
closed body.
And Ms. Reynolds looks like a lost deer in the headlights. Just
I am
I'm
because
just ready to find out.
hold on, Miss Ford.
I am, because like I want her to be with me. I don't want to live without her, but I ain't fit to sit here and be no doormat either. That's it. Like, I want love.
You want to be married.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to be married to your best friend's wife. Is that true? Well, you put it that way.
Yes, is it true?
Yes, that's true.
All right. Let's take a look at the first question you asked her.
Since the beginning of your relationship with Kelly Reynolds, have you had physical sexual contact with Anthony Guerrero?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
We ain't done.
Lies.
Now, let's take a look at the next question.
Since the beginning of your relationship with Kelly Reynolds, have you had physical sexual contact with any other person?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was being also truthful, Your Honor.
Where that mouth at now? Where that
I don't give.
Now that you've heard the results, how do you feel?
I still like want you to have my last name eventually.
You got a ring in your hand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's see. All right, this has been,
Very interesting.
yeah, that's an understatement of 2019. This has been a wild ride. It has been over the moon and back, but we're here now.
Yes, ma'am.
You are here with the truth. And you, Miss Thing, yeah, you're a lot. There's a lot to manage, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And apparently she likes it.
She loves it.
Okay. But you can't make her always have these feelings that you are not in it to win it. You owe her the respect and the courtesy and the kindness to tell her that, okay?
That's my rider. We gonna ride this side together, like,
Okay.
equal.
And the very first step in proving to Ms. Reynolds that you are in it to win it, that she is the one for you, and for legal reasons, you need to divorce Mr. Guerrero.
I will.
This needs to be over.
We can draw them paperwork up. Well, I'd be happy to divorce him.
You all have been dating for 4 years and you're engaged, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're scheduled to be married in 10 days.
Yes, sir, 10 days.
Mr. Parker, tell us why you brought your fiancée to court today.
I believe my fiancée is cheating on me. We're about to get married in 2 weeks. If she is, then the wedding's off.
Ms. Robinson, are you cheating on him?
No, Your Honor, I am not cheating on him. I am here today to prove that I am being loyal to him. I understand that I have messed up in the past, but, you know, I'm ready to move on, and I'm ready to be married, and I'm ready to take on that last name.
But you must have done something to make him think at this point, 10 days before the wedding, that you've done something. What is it that you've done to make him think that?
Your Honor, I haven't done anything. It's just his insecurity. I had an incident the other day when a guy bought my daughter a sneaker bar. He blew out of proportion.
So did you think that she was involved with this man?
Yes. Clearly, he bought her a candy bar, so that means he knows you and he wants to be a part of that.
So are you really, truly willing to cancel this wedding based on today's results?
Yes, I do. And I want my deposit back for it, too.
Okay, you put down a deposit for the wedding place?
Yes, sir, I did. I put down a $250 deposit down.
If you have to cancel, you think she should have to pay that money back?
Yes, because I suspect that, you know, if she's cheating on me and I'm paying all this value to make sure you have the most beautiful wedding in the world that you want, something's gonna
I
happen.
ain't cheating. When this lie detector come back to say that I am not cheating on him, he's gonna look really crazy. He's gonna be paying it back, not I.
All right, so clearly you wanted to get married.
Yes, Your Honor.
There had to be some happy times.
Yeah, we had great times. I mean,
Tell me
beautiful
about
times.
that.
All right, so there were times where, like, she would, like, come in and, you know, I'll come inside the house, she'd have a lingerie on, looking wonderful and everything. And,
Ow!
and she'll, like, you know, she'll cook, like, steak and lobster tails for me and, like, have the bath, you know, bubble bath running and everything. So, you know, she was, like, real romantic, like, little petals on the floor, you know, just making me all happy. I mean, I feel like the happiest man in the world.
And see, and that's how you treat a man. That's how you treat a man
All
right
right,
there.
hold on. Lobster
Yeah.
tails,
Yes.
steak.
Steak and lobster
Lingerie.
and rose petals and drawing the bath and yeah. Are you taking notes?
I'm taking notes. Miss Robinson, you make it hard for a sister. I'm just
Okay, all right.
put it out there.
That's how you do it.
All right. Duly noted. Okay, so tell me what you loved about Mr. Parker.
Everything. He was always a go-getter. He always made sure our family was straight. He was just a all-around good guy. It's just...
I can see that.
So, Mr. Parker, all right. Sounds like it's good. Great relationship. What went wrong?
Why are we here?
Well, the thing that went wrong was, you know, the beginning of this year, you know, I kind of went out of town for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, you know, things changed. She began to have locks on her phone. She lied about where her whereabouts was. I have proof as well.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yeah.
you know, she's supposed to be in at work, right? Where she work at is right here. So all of a sudden, you know, Facebook tell me she's in Camp Creek.
That doesn't mean anything. She may have gone to pick something up or meet a friend or...
Grab some lunch or something?
But I called her and she told me she was at, babe, you know, baby, I'm at work, babe. Right now, we busy right now. It's real busy. I'm gonna call you back later. So I said, okay, you know, but she's right here. I know
Okay,
you
Miss
work right
Robinson,
there, but you right here.
did you lie to him? That's a yes or no.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay, well, how did you kind of sort of lie?
I was at work. I went and got some lunch with a friend. Was there for a little while. I wasn't even there that long.
That's not
But
what
why
she-
didn't you
that's
tell
not
him?
what she told me.
Because he blow things out of proportion. Like,
You do realize, though, when you're not truthful, you blow it when you're telling the truth. And that's what's happening here. Have you lied to him in the past like this?
yes, Sharon, I have.
So no wonder he doesn't trust you.
I mean, Mr. Parker, you can come back to the podium now.
Okay.
This appears to be just an innocent lunch with a coworker. What has she done in the past that makes you believe that she's cheating?
She had cheated on me before. We split times. Then all of a sudden, she came back with me and said, this is your baby. We had a baby. So, I took her back. And I'm like, okay, we have a baby. So, but then I kind of had suspicions about the baby. I'm like, is this really my baby as well? So we decided to go on paternity court. And then,
That's
we
one
went
way
on
to get
there
it done.
and it came back the results that the baby was not mine. So, yeah, so then, I'm
All right.
a little heartbroken off that.
Miss Robinson?
He will not let that go. I understand that I did.
What?
I did wrong in the past. That's the beginning of our relationship.
This is not a let it go situation. I mean, telling somebody you have their child and it's not their child is serious business.
You right?
And then when you tell these little bitty lies, I'm at work, but you really at lunch, you're doing this and you're really there, there's no reason for him to trust you.
All right, so Mr. Parker, do you have any other reason to believe that she's cheating on you?
One night we're cuddling that night, it's a good night. Then all of a sudden, the phone rings. It's like 12 o'clock at night. Again, it rings again. So, I'm like, dang, what's going on? Same number. A random day, I just checked the phone. Also, it's that same official number. It's like for 3 hours she's been on the phone with that number. She tells me it's a bill collector.
Don't nobody call me at no midnight. I'm not finna sit here and say, oh, it's a bill collector. No one bill collectors don't call it.
Why you tell me it was a bill collector?
Did you recognize the number?
No, I did not recognize the number. I don't save numbers in my phone, and I don't try to remember it.
Because I looked at it, and then she had a 3-hour conversation, so...
Who did you talk to for 3 hours?
If he at work, I don't talk to... I ain't talk to nobody for 3 hours. I don't know what he talking about.
How long did you talk to him?
No
If it wasn't
hours,
3 hours.
not then, day, none of that. Why would I talk to somebody 3 hours? I know he's gonna go through my phone.
Okay, so there was a midnight call 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point later, how much later did you go back and see she had talked to that same number for 3 hours?
I guess it was like 3 days after.
Ms. Robinson?
I don't even know this number.
You don't have any recollection of a...
it might have been him. I'm thinking he might have texted, was calling me from a text-free app number and trying to get me caught up in something. That's what
But
I'm
it say received, though.
Okay, why would you think your fiance, your beloved, who wants to marry you, would try to create a situation where you look like you're cheating?
He like to play those little games, just like the same.
Have you ever done that
him
before?
like to come in and like to smell through the house, thinking somebody's in there.
Okay, wait a minute. Is this true?
Well, Yonder.
No, I don't know.
I don't know, because, I mean, that doesn't happen.
I mean, like I said, I had
I'd be
suspicions
like,
about
stop it.
I had suspicions about the 12 o'clock phone call. So, I'm like, well, if I'm at work, then ain't no way in the world. If she calls somebody for 3 hours, somebody got to be coming in my house.
Okay, tell me what he does.
Comes in from work, and he'll walk around, looking in the bathrooms and everything. So I'm like, what are he doing? He pacing back and forth, and he be sniffing in the air. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just trying to make sure ain't nobody been in my house. And he hit it with, maybe I need to put cameras up. And I'm like, what are you doing all that for?
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like a prisoner in my own relationship, in my own home. It makes me very uncomfortable.
All right, so you think he's just being paranoid?
I think he's being very paranoid.
I don't think so. My sister told me that she saw her, getting drinks with a man, relaxing with a man, just being with a man, like hugged up with him. Oh. That's what she told me.
This court has tracked down Mr. Parker's sister. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Parker's sister into the courtroom? How are you today?
I'm good, Your Honor.
Tell us your name, please.
Renisha Parker.
And you have information that Ms. Robinson was at a lounge. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, it was like, I went to the bar and I'm with my homegirls, 3 of my homegirls. Next thing I know, I turn around, I see Ms. Robinson. She was like all hugged up and he was like rubbing on her booty. And I'm like,
okay, when you say hugged up, was it like this? Were they like this?
No.
Were they like this? Were they like
A bit
this?
more closer.
Closer?
Closer?
Way closer.
Okay, well, we can't get much closer up here.
Yes.
All right.
So is that true?
All right, Ms. Robinson, who were you at the lounge with?
I was at the lounge with a friend, but we wasn't all.
Friend?
We wasn't. we wasn't all hugged up. We just had a couple drinks. We had a normal little
What friend was
hug.
this? Who
It
was
wasn't
this?
no all like this and
Male or
that.
female friend?
It was a male.
Okay.
Okay. Club is full of ballers. Right?
True.
Do you have any other reason to believe that your brother's fiance is cheating on him?
Of course.
Okay, what information do you have?
Another reason is I threw a New Year's Eve party, and next thing I noticed, a guy pull up. I'm like, who is this? And next thing I know, she all kissing on him.
What? What?
Yeah, she's kissing on him, and
What?
he's rubbing her booty again.
Is it the same guy?
No, it's a different guy.
Where was your brother?
Hold up.
He was gone. He was not even there.
Okay, so
I'm just here about this.
What do I look like bringing another male around my fiance's sister?
that's what
Not
I'm
knowing
thinking.
how her mouth going to run, that just don't make sense to me.
Her mouth
But
sure
you
is.
Did you go up to-
but
Just
you
told me
begged
that.
me not to tell him.
Y'all not finna
Okay, so yeah, tell me how
you
that
not
happened.
tell him
Do I
because
look
it
like
was
a
your
thought to
side
you?
piece.
Okay, wait.
Her.
Did you
Go for it.
confront Miss Robinson about this gentleman?
Yes, I have looked at her and I was like, "Who is this?
Look
Why
at
is
me.
you
Why
bring
not say nothing?
why is you bringing another guy into the house
Why not
when
call
my
him?
brothers
Bruh,
like
come
pays rent
get
stuff?"
your
And I'm
girl,
like,
my
"Come
house
on
too?
now."
Come get your girl.
And what did
bruh.
she say?
Why not
And then
call
she
her?
was like, "Please don't tell, please don't tell." And I'm like, she's just begging me not to tell and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna mind my
Don't
own
look
business. I'm
like
gonna
me.
stay in my lane. So, and it's like
Oh, one at a
double
time, please.
room. We got a double room, and it's like she's in there having sex.
No, not finna invite no male over and sit here and have sex with him with you in the other room.
So you deny all of that?
Yes, because I didn't invite no guy. She invited me and I came as myself.
Mr. Parker, I can see by the look on your face you're not buying this.
Not at all. I mean, it's like, it's really crazy. It got me like, wow, what's going on? Like, today I just found out some new crazy.
You didn't know
I can't
anything
even
about
say it.
this.
I have never heard that come out of my sister's mouth to the day.
All right. Mr. Parker, now you've indicated that you have some concerns that Ms. Robinson's about her whereabouts and about what she's doing, her lying to you. The court has engaged the services of a cybersecurity expert. Ron, would you please bring in Mr. Gregory Evans?
Yes, Your
Mr. Evans, how are you today?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Doing good, doing good. So, in today's case, you performed a full forensic examination of her phone. Is that correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Mr. Evans, Mr. Parker has had some concerns about Ms. Robinson's whereabouts. Did you find anything on her phone to support his suspicions?
Here's the situation. The first thing I noticed was she had location services turned off, like her Google Maps. So it does not show any history on her phone.
So, Ms. Robinson, are you trying to hide your location?
My location is always on. I don't even pay my location no attention because when I travel. Like you say, Facebook gonna tell it all. Whether I cut it off or not, it's gonna move with me.
There's a difference there. On Maps, it'll give you the exact address. What Maps shows on Facebook, what it shows is like your city or that general area.
Okay.
So there's a difference there.
All right. Mr. Evans, what about Ms. Robinson's communications with other people? Did you find anything about that?
I went through her phone, and I did find one thing that was very interesting.
Okay.
I saw that she was text messaging her ex, and it was at least 20 messages back and forth.
Ms. Robinson, why are you texting your ex?
Me and my ex were just texting yesterday, and I saw him text messages.
So what do you
aware
text?
who my ex is.
But what do you text your ex about?
Nothing strange, like regarding my daughter or anything, my little girl or.
Mr. Evans, what were these texts about?
All the text messages were, and she is correct, was about the child.
Okay.
In fact, if there's any indication, reading the text messages, she couldn't stand her ex. In fact, she even, I mean, not at all. She even changed his name to a name I can't even mention. So when it rings, that's what shows up.
So she's innocent there?
Yes, she is.
All right. So, right.
That's one. We gotta go to the now. I want the other one now.
In addition to the forensic analysis of Ms. Robinson's phone, we have also had her submit to a lie detector test, and we have the results. Ron, would you hand them to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Robinson, you were asked, have you had sexual contact with anyone besides Mr. Parker that he doesn't know about since October 2015 until now? And you responded no. The lie detector determined you were being truthful.
I'm going to assume that because it's marriage time now, that you're going to drop your suit to get your wedding deposit back, and you'll go forward with the wedding.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forward with the wedding, just because she been truthful, and I see my sister. I don't know what she's seen, and
the court is going to dismiss your lawsuit since you are withdrawing it.
Now, Mr. Parker, I need to talk to you. You've been coming in smelling the house. You've been coming in checking phones. You getting ready to get married in 2 weeks. You have got to let that go.
Okay.
Can you look at her and say, we're moving forward?
Yeah, we move forward, this baby.
Thank you.